and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Lakers, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And it's Cassell in at the 2-guard spot. And for Portland, we've got Smith, and it's Stoudemire in at the 1. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, being all that hard work during the off-season and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now here's Pippen. Up top, Grant. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Stoudemire. And that one no good to start off the night.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Pippen outside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Portland. Here's Garnett. Nails the baby hook.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Smith left side. Pippen outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Stoudemire. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Hudson. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Garnett. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Garnett's got his second bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Smith outside. Pippen outside. Puts up a three. It's intercepted. And here comes the break. Here's Garnett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Garnett's got 6.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Graham. Here's Stoudemire. Portland again missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And looking at the Blazers, Stan, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds. And with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Here's Smith. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Garnett. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 5th best, Minnesota.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
For Portland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. From 18 feet away, that's short off the rim. Minnesota in the lead. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
A precision pass from a long way out.
Man, the pass, how about the catch right there? Wow, nice teamwork. Now here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. Pass to Grant. Blocked! Here's Sprewell, covered by Smith. The shot by Hudson, no good.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Pippen outside. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. And Olowokandi pulls it down. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Out to the wing. Here's Garnett. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
So it's Portland now. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Pass to Grant. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Over to the wing. Here's Garnett. He's got 10. To the left wing. Here's Cassell, covered by Smith. And that one's good. Cassell.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seemed to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
Knocked away. Here's Garnett, and he drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Grant. Here's Stoudemire. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Cassell. After the basket by Portland. Here's Garnett. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Grant, the pass to Pippen. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Hudson. Still no points. Pass to Garnett. Here's Cassell. There's a screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Springwell. Off target with the 3. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pippen, pass to Graham. Here's Smith. A good-looking shot from the wing. Smith's got 6. And Minnesota with possession here. 6-point lead. Pass to Garnett. Here's Hudson. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Pippen.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Here for Portland, and Minnesota with some changes. Here's Madsen. And there's the screen. Zerbiak, the pass to Miller. 5 on the clock. Here's Martin. Minnesota again missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Shrimp. Outside Wells. Anthony against Martin. Shrimp. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Martin, the pass to Zerbiak. Back to Martin. They get back on track. The shot no good. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row, the most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive board. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Zerbiak. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Portland. Here's Shrimp. Outside O'Neal. Here's Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Zerbiak, the pass to Martin. Here's Madsen, and it's rejected. Now the Blazers on the move. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Zerbiak. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Zerbiak's got 6.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Blazers making a change here. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
A minute 53 left in the opening quarter. Anthony against Martin. And Anthony, here we go. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
And Anthony drops them both. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Martin with the ball. No points so far. Miller, the pass to Zerbiak. Here's the pick. Clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. A minute 20 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Klein. Outside Wells. Inside. And rejected.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Miller. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony, the pass to Augman. Martin against Anthony to the right side. Here's Augman. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Shrimp. Portland again missing. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Zerbiak. Give him 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Shrimp.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Wells, that's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And it's Sabonis in at the center position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. So it's Portland now, trailing by 5. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Augman, the pass to Graham. Some solid defense from Martin. The Timberwolves shooting about 60% for the game. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Zerbiak, just 5 to shoot. From the high post, no good, off the front rim. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting about 43% in this one. Grant outside, pass to Shrimp. With the 10-footer, the rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Out left to the wing. Martin outside. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
First one falls for him. Portland making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. So he gets them both. Now Graham. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Shrimp. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Zerbiak. Give him 8 points now. Here's Madsen. Here's Cassell. Count it. Cassell's got his second basket of the game.
Mark Madsen.
So it's Portland now. 9-point game. Pass to Augman. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Cassell. Crosses over. It's rebounded by Shrimp.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Cassell. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Grant. Cassell misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Augman. Still without a bucket. Outside O'Neal. Picked by Sabonis. From the high post. Zerbiak grabs a miss. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Here's Cassell. Shoots from the baseline. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Sabonis looking over the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
The Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The Trailblazers in second.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Sprewell. No points yet, and that one good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Outside Wells. Pass to Grant. Pippen outside. Clock at 6. Grant the screen. Launches it. Pippen, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Hudson. Here's Hoiberg. Garnett passes to Hoiberg. Here's Hudson. He's guarded by Anthony. The shot by Hudson, no good. Blazers trail by 10. And here's Anthony. Pass to Wells. Grant outside. Portland moving it around. Back to Pippen. The 3-ball. The rebound by Sprewell. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Olowokandi. He's covered by Wells. Pass to Hudson. Throws it up high.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Left side Wells. Pippen outside. Fires the 3. And Olowokandi pulls it down.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Down low. Here's Garnett. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Wells. Now Pippen. To stop the drought. On target from range. Pippen's got his second bucket on the night.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
The Timberwolves lead by 11. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Pass to Sprewell. And here's Miller. 5 on the clock. Here's Hudson. And it's Portland with a rebound. Here's Stoudemire. And the deficit down inside single digits. Stoudemire's got his second basket.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Here's Hudson, still without a bucket. Pass to Hoiberg. Here's Sprewell, defended by Pippen. Driving to the basket. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Latrell Sprewell, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So both teams changing it up here. He's off on the second.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Smith against Martin. Smith passes to Stoudemire. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Sprewell. Now here's Miller. He's guarded closely. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Now Pippen. Portland moving it around. From downtown, Miller pulls it in.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And Portland has possession. They trail by 9. Pass to Klein. Smith outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the middle. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .157 left in the second quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Hudson. To the inside. Now here's Smith. 6 points for him. 1:29 left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Klein. Here's Hogman. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Madsen. Here's Hudson, covered by Smith. Trent with a screen on Smith. Back to Martin. Fires the 3. Harvey pulls it in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Augman. No made baskets yet, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Minnesota leading by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to the right wing. Here's Hudson, covered by Smith. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Augman. And And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
We've been tracking these two all along. The way these guys are leading their teams, impressive.
Yes, the way it's gone, whichever of these two can keep it up in the second half, his team's coming out with the W.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Minnesota leading by 7. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. And it's Olowokandi in at the 5, down low. Cassell's gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. The steal. Here's Hudson. No good from outside. Pippen with it. Pass to Graham. Back to Pippen. Here's Stoudemire. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in the game. Sprewell passes to Cassell. Second half getting started. About a minute play. Olowokandi, good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Blazers trail by 9. Sabonis outside. That's to Stoudemire. Grab the screen. Puts one up from 19. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Sprewell passes to Garnett. Here's Hudson. Picked it out of midair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for Portland, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Minnesota leading by 9. Pass to Garnett. Shoots over Grant. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's Sabonis. And here's Smith. Pass to Graham. 6 to shoot. Here's Sprewell. Defended by Pippen. Here's Cassell. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Garnett. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And Portland has possession. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Here's Stoudemire. 9 points in the game. To the paint. Clock at 6. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so here's Portland, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Graham. Pippen outside. Now here's Smith to stop the run. Here's Sabonis. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Sprewell, defended by Pippen. Pass to Hudson. Here's Olowokandi. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the middle. And here's Grant. Smith in the high post. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Hudson. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Here's Stoudemire. He's got 9. Sabonis outside. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Shot from 16. And that one comes up a bit short. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Here's Cassell. There's the screen. Here's Hudson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Grant. For Portland, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half.
Timberwolves foul.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Now Anthony, outside Wells. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off a transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. If you're looking for reasons why they're losing, they've missed every single foul shot this quarter.
Here's Miller. Banked it in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's O'Neal. And here's Grant from the arc. The rebound by Hoiberg.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he banks in the layup.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Klein. Outside Wells. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Grant right side. He shoots a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Miller can't get it to go. Blazers trail by 17. Here's Wells. That one goes. Count it. Wells has got 6.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Ryan. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Here's Hoiberg. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Zerbiak. The 17-footer. O'Neal pulls it in. Portland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Gets stolen by Johnson. Here's Zerbiak. He's covered by Wells. They set the pick. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Team foul. Shooting for Minnesota. Wally Zerbiak taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
Blazers trail by 17. Pass to Augman. They set the pick. Back to Grant. Portland moving it around. Here's Augman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And here's Brown. Here's Zerbiak. He's covered by Wells. To the inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And Portland's shooting just 36% in the third. Pass to Augman. Now here's O'Neal. Now Graham. This one for 3. He can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Hoiberg, the pass to Brown. Here's Hoiberg. Here's Zerbiak. He's covered by Wells. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. There's the steal. Now the Blazers on the move. Pass to O'Neal. That's tipped, and they get it back. Back to Wells. Inside. Here's Hoiberg. Zerbiak, the pass to Hoiberg. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Augman with the rebound. Blazers trail by 17. Outside O'Neal. And the shot goes down. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter. Brown with it. Pass to Hoiberg. Here's Zerbiak. Another miss by Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grant, the pass to Shrimp. Here's Augman. Nails the baby hook.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Coaches will make substitutions.
Outstanding Youngstown fans. That was your Blazers Youth Dance Team.
1:21 left in the third. Pass to Hassel. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hassel's got his second basket on the night.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
1:07 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Shrimp. From the right block, and it's Portland scoring again.
Hey, that's the goal. Generate high percentage looks.
The Timberwolves lead by 13. Pass to Zerbiak. Back to Martin. Here's Robbins. Clock at 6. Martin outside. Sinks that one from the post. Martin's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
So it's Portland now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harvey. Outside, Brown. Now here's Davis. And it's off from three-point range. Martin outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Smith. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Shots good by Zerbiak.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Stoudemire. Here's Smith. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 7 rebounds in the game. The shot won't fall. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Smith left side. Grant outside. Pass to Shrimp. Sabonis outside. Now Smith. Portland moving it around. Here's Shrimp. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves lead by 17. Here's Hudson. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Garnett passes to Cassell. They set the screen. Here's Hudson. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Now here's Grant. Pass to Shrimp. Smith left side. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style.
Here's Garnett. He's covered by Grant. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pippen, he's checked in for Portland. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
At the line for
One shot.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Grant, the pass to Stoudemire. High arcing shot. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Cassell. And he's going for the lob.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Blazers trail by 20. Sabonis outside. And here's Grant. Back to Sabonis. 3-on-3. Here's Hudson. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pippen outside. Up top, Grant. Pass to Stoudemire. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Right wing. Sabonis outside. Pass to Smith. 5 to shoot. Outside for Grant. To win the drought. Minnesota with a rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Cassell. Here's Garnett. He's guarded by Sabonis. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Now here's Sabonis. This one for 3. The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here's Hudson. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Up top, Grant. Pippen outside. Steps back and fires. He squares up and sinks it.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Pass to Cassell. Here's Garnett. He's covered by Grant. Garnett no good. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pippen outside. To the left side wing. Here's Stoudemire. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Oluwakandi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Cassell. Here's Garnett. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Pippen right side. The jump hook. And Oluwakandi pulls it down. Oluwakandi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. O'Neal, he's checked in for Sabonis.
Now into the lineup for Portland. Number 5, Jermaine O'Neal.
So it's Portland now. Pippen outside. Pass to Grant. Portland moving it around. Here's Stoudemire. Back to Smith. To the wing on the left. Clock at 2. Pippen, no good. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-4 run. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sabonis checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
The drive by Pippen. Grant outside. Pass to Stoudemire from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Garnett. Here's Oluwakandi. Puts the move on.
Trailblazers foul. Arvydas Sabonis. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Oluwakandi. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And he's good on the second. Here's Pippen. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 17 now, just in the second half.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Here's Smith, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Sabonis. They set a pick. Here's Pippen. And the 3 off target.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Cassell. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 37% in the game. Smith outside. Trim passes to Pippen. looking to win the run. Cassell with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Olowokandi, and he jams it home with authority.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Here's Shrimp. Pass to Stoudemire. Up top, Smith. Here's Stoudemire. Pippen outside. There's a screen. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Down low. Here's Garnett. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Smith outside. Oh, deflected. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run.
Let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Clock at 4. Driving in. Fires for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Hudson. Here's Garnett. And the layup is good off the glass. Garnett's got 41.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Stoudemire. Here's Pippen. Good. He hits the jumper. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Garnett. It's rebounded by Shrimp. Now Pippen. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. As we leave, we present our player of the game.